everyone, time again for another Willie's Ramblin' and Pickup video. Well, it's the 4th of July weekend. Yes! I got a 4-day weekend. Yes! So I'll be doing a lot of gaming this weekend. I've been recently playing Elite Dangerous on my PS4. Really enjoy the game quite a bit. Right now I'm just basically flying through the universe doing cargo runs right now, just trying to build up a bunch of money to buy a really good ship. If you guys are interested in playing a game with me, when I do go into open play, my PlayStation Network ID is FocusRS512. So just come over, friend me, and sometime I'll set up a private group, Arcade USA group, to get a bunch of people in there and we'll all play together. I think that'd be kind of fun. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, recently it was announced that the SNES Mini is coming out from Nintendo. Yeah, okay. I like the Super Nintendo. I wouldn't mind getting one of these. However, after all the hassle I went through with the NES Mini, never did get one. Even I tried using BrickSeek, where I can check local store inventory, and I would see stores have inventory, and I would immediately take off and head for that store. Gone. Time I get there. I had zero luck. Zero luck. I tried like the dickens to get an NES Mini. But, you know, luckily my pal, Scott from Retro Gaming Roundup, he had pity on me, and he sent me the Famicom Mini, which is basically the same thing, but it has River City Ransom on there, which I really love. So I'm pretty happy just to have the Famicom Mini. With that being said, I'll probably just mail order the Super Famicom Mini from Japan. So I have, you know, a matching set of Japanese-styled mini consoles. That, and I really like the artwork on the Japanese Super Famicom box. It's really neat looking for some reason. I just really like it. So, yeah, here we go. Yet again, I wonder if hopefully Nintendo will make enough of these crazy things. I know pre-orders went up, I think, over in the UK, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. But they were sold out in like, I think my buddy told me like 30 minutes maybe? I can't remember. It was a really short time that the pre-orders sold out really fast. Maybe it was 3 minutes. I don't recall. It was just really quick. But anyway, moving on from that. Remember, next month, my buddy John from, Gamester 81, his Game on Expo is occurring out in Mesa, Arizona. I'm not going to be able to be there this year. I had planned to go to the Coleco Expo, but I'm not going to go to that now, and it's too late in the game for me to switch gears to go to Game on Expo instead. But I am planning on probably going next year to support John and his show and help out there. It's a really fun show. I was out there for the first year of it. It was phenomenal. I guess the second year was even bigger yet. So the show is really growing really well. John and his team, Jason Heine and others, they do a heck of a job putting on a show. It's a lot of fun. It's a really good expo. I'd rank it up there with like Portland Retro Gaming almost. I haven't been to that either. I want to go to that one too. Mainly because my buddy Rick Weiss, he runs that, and he's a pretty cool dude. Anyway, let's see what else. What else I got going on here? Oh, I did a Atari IO Retro Box again. Well, I didn't do it. I participated in the mailing list to get some cool retro stuff. It's a really fun thing to do. If you're not a member of the Atari IO forums, head on over there, join up. It's a very friendly group. And every once in a while, the guys will send out this retro junk box, and we'll route it around to everybody. And it's kind of neat to see what comes in the box. You take stuff out, put stuff in. It's a lot of fun, actually. This is like the 4th or 5th time I've done this, and it's a lot of fun to do. I'll show the pickups from the box here pretty soon. Now, my buddy, Ed Ladden of AtlanticControllers.com finally released, he finally released his Kickstarter finally came through, and he was able to put out the Super CV ColecoVision controllers. Really neat controller for the ColecoVision. The Super CV, which does the conversion kind of thing, where you plug in different controllers and stuff, that one seems to have issues with certain ColecoVisions we've discovered. I have two ColecoVisions here. When I put in a game, for example, I'll put in a game from Opcode, Bosconian. On one ColecoVision console, every time I do a diagonal movement down and to the right, the game just stops. I got to do it again to unlock it. It's like it's doing a pause button feature. I plug that same controller into my other ColecoVision, and it works perfectly fine. So we're theorizing there's something going on with the little interface chips for the controller ports. Maybe they're just getting a little weak and they're getting some cross signals or something, a noise. I've got some chips on order, and I'm going to replace the chips in the one ColecoVision that the controller has problems with to see if it starts working again, to further confirm it is an issue with the little IC chips in the ColecoVision for the controller ports. Other than that, it's an awesome controller to have. I have the Super CV here. I don't think I've done a video yet on it. And I've got the regular ColecoVision controller, which I think I did do a video on that. And that one is a little bit different. It has actual diodes and stuff inside, so it actually emulates an old ColecoVision controller or a Super ColecoVision controller, one of those Super Action controllers. That one seems to work perfectly fine for me. I didn't really have a problem with that one. Let's see, what else? I think that's pretty much it for the ramblings. Yeah. Let's do the pickup. Starting with stuff I got from the Atari IO Retro Box. So first up, I pulled out this really cool Tomy Pac-Man bank. You basically put your coin in right here and he goes bonk. I'll make a video about this in the near future. It's pretty cool. Next thing I took out of the Retro Box was Donkey Kong 3 for the Nintendo. Really fun game. This was put in there by Phil, the No Swear Gamer, because he figured I probably would like to have it, which he was absolutely right. I don't have this one in my Nintendo collection, so now I do. So thanks very much, Phil, the No Swear Gamer. Make sure you go check out his YouTube channel. He does a lot of fun videos as well, a lot of reviews, and he has a lot of breaking news too. So it's a really fun channel to follow. Also, I took out a Mattel Football 2. Now, I've already got one of these. This one was broken. All that was wrong with it is somebody broke the little wire off of the little piezo speaker in here. So I soldered it back on, and now she works perfectly fine. This is one of my favorite handheld football games. I used to carry this thing around in school all the time and play it. So I probably figured this one was probably muted so the guy could play it during class. I pretty much did the same thing, except I mounted a little switch on mine to turn it on and off. Also in the box was a classic PC game, MechWarrior II. I love the MechWarrior games. I especially love Mech Assault on the Xbox. That is probably my favorite mech game of all time, is on that Xbox. What's really cool, I guess now the new Xbox One X or whatever they're calling it, I guess it's going to be backwards compatible with the original Xbox. So, if there's some Xbox games that you're wanting to get, you probably should get them now before they start going in price from everybody wanting to buy their old collections back again. I've got a really good collection of Xbox games. So that's pretty cool. Also in there was a magazine or a book, How to Win at Video Games. I had this book back when it was new. Loved it. It gives a lot of hints and tips and tricks on how to play some of the classic arcade games that was out at the time. Like Pac-Man. That's pretty cool. So I'm really happy to get this book back into my collection again. I don't know what happened to my original, but I was really excited to see this in the Retro Box. Okay, now, next up, I got a hold of one of these Radio Shack Robotic Bangers. This thing is pretty cool. Really cool stuff, man. I just did a video on this, so, you probably saw me do a review. But here's the actual unit I picked up. Let's see. Oh, here we go. For my PSP, I picked up Bobble Revolution. Now, I like the Bobble series. And this one's kind of cool. It actually splits the two little bubbles up. And you're running around on these different platforms in this castle. And it's a three-sided kind of little play field. You have to go through these doors to go to the other part of the play field. You capture the critters on the level, and then you unlock switches, and has some puzzle elements to it to advance yourself through the stages. It's actually a lot of fun. I never knew this was even on the PSP. I happened to see it when I was at a game store. Where was I? I don't remember where it was. I was out in the Midwest somewhere, and I found this at a game store. But I'm pretty happy to add that to my collection, though. And for my PlayStation 2, I picked up Sprint Cars 2 Showdown at Eldora. Now, the whole reason why I picked this up is because it has a tractor pull game in it. That is so cool. That and also has midget cars. I like watching midget cars race. Back where I grew up in Indiana, they were really big in racing the little midget cars. Used to love watching those things go zipping around the track. Those were so cool. Really fun game on the PS2 though. It's pretty well done. The driving physics are pretty cool. How the car slides around the track and stuff. It's a lot of fun to play. Then I also picked up Tokyo Highway Battle for the original PlayStation. This is a racing game where you race with traffic on different highways. It's okay. It's got some nice music to it though, and the controls are a little bit. It doesn't use analog controls. It uses the D-pad, which I hate driving games that use D-pads. I like them when they use the analog controls. But it's still a fun game to play though. I like the music in it. It's kind of cool. And you know, I love shoot 'em ups, and I was stoked when I found this Rea Crisis by Taito on the original PlayStation. This is a freaking awesome shoot 'em up game. It's got some great graphics. The music is really cool to listen to on it as well. This one is actually called Rea Crisis. Hang on a minute, I can't read. Series Termination. So Rea Crisis Series Termination. I guess there's another Rea Crisis game in the library. I think. I'm not for sure. But man, I was stoked to find this game. I've been looking for it for quite a while, and I got a really good deal on it too. So I can't complain. I think it goes for like $50 or $50 to $100 on eBay. I'm not 100% sure, but I know it's an expensive PlayStation game. And lately I've been getting into collecting different PlayStation games, especially shoot 'em ups. There's a lot of great shoot 'em ups on the PlayStation. Can't say enough about this game. I love it. I'll be doing a whole video on this thing probably in the near future. Try to do like a shoot 'em up series or something like that. Different shoot 'em up games. Different consoles. Then of course we have the infamous Data East Classics Pixel Classic handheld game. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, it's okay. It's shaped like an original Game Boy. I've done a review video on this already, and I did a write-up over on Games 81 about this as well. It's got some neat games in it, like Burger Time is the whole reason why I picked this up. It plays okay. It does have some problems trying to get up and down the ladders, I've noticed in that game. There's also some other arcade ports here that people have told me about. I guess there's a Mappy kind of port in here. It's called something else. But no, it's okay. Is it $35 okay? No. $19.99? Yeah. But this is going to be a giveaway on the show eventually. And then lastly, for the Toy Tune podcast, I picked up an old favorite of mine, a board game called Electronic Intercept. Awesome. Love this game when I was a kid. Basically all it is, it's a mechanical game. You have a little control here where you can move your little piece underneath this play field. And the other player tries to guess where you're at by putting this interceptor on the play field. If he's right, it'll light up and make a sound. If he's wrong, you put a little marker there showing where you was at last. And then you move through the field till you get to the base. If you make it to the base lights up and makes an explosion type noise. It's a simple game, but it's actually a lot of fun. It all depends on if this guy is going to cheat or not by faking how many turns he does, or Actually, he moves it one way, but he moves his hand the other way. That kind of thing. That's what I used to do. So I'll be doing a video on this. Actually, be playing it with my wife as well. So that's something to look forward to. And these go fairly cheap on eBay, which I was surprised. It is a very cool, classic electronic game from Lakeside. It's a lot of fun. Okay. So that is everything. No more pickups. So until next time, everybody, keep on retro gaming and keep it retro. Have a good time out there.
All right, Sunai.